It's such a great book because it's so uplifting. It makes me jealous that I don't have a sister, I gotta say. And I don't know about all of you.
Doesn't everybody feel like they're Tammy's sister?
Yes!
Like Tammy has like
By the way, we have a club, the Sideways Sisters Club. Funny you should say that. And we'll let you guys be in for 24 hours while you're here.
Only 24 hours?
Well, you know, you gotta.
I'd say thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I say only 24 hours.
So here's the biggest question reading the book about your experiences together and your lives together and to have a partner in all things. What an incredible gift. But here's what I want to know, and I know I'm not alone. Have you guys ever fought? There's no fights.
Well,
Wow.
Some things shouldn't be documented. And we have to thank Mark. We actually, and this is the perfect example, we fight over Mark.
Yes, I'm winning, I think.
Constantly, we ask, I traveled with Mark to Ethiopia, and the whole time I tried to make sure that he loved me more than Barbara. And I think I did it.
Well, I mean, I don't even need to brag about it because I already know where I stand in Mark's heart.
I don't think so. Anyway, yes, we fought, for sure. And, I mean, if people say their young teenage daughters don't fight, then I want to meet them.
And did you ever fight over guys or anything? Any romantic fights?
No.
No? Interested in totally different kinds of men?
Yes.
We speak in unison.
Exactly. And so now you live close together in New York. Who calls who first thing in the morning?
We live 4 blocks from each other. Jenna wakes up earlier than I do, so I always wake up to a text message from her 4 blocks away.
And what is
And
she,
I write
is
her
she
back.
asking or telling you or what? What is she telling you in there?
It depends on the day. It depends. I mean, I think the beauty of a sisterhood, whether it's a person or a friend, is that they're the person that you reach out to when you're happy. They're the person that you reach out to when you're sad. Or you can just say, good morning.
Okay, so I have to ask you about your parents. Were they surprised you wrote this book? Did say, I mean, although you're obviously a very, very prominent family in America, honestly, I know you two. I am stunned that you would let people inside your lives. What did they think?
You were stunned that I would?
Well, I was trying to be diplomatic, but...
You were not trying to compare us.
Our parents were definitely surprised that I said yes to doing this. I'm kind of surprised I said yes to doing this.
Now she's really surprised.
And do you want to announce your new show on MSNBC?
Barbara?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I was like...
Oh, Jenna's like, no one told me. No,
I'm like, but that comes out later.
She's like, am I
you're
getting
really
a raise?
good. You're really good, and we know you're really good, but we didn't know how good you were until we saw you on Morning Joe. So what do you think? Why don't you join their sister? I could see, who would watch the show? Sisters. Who would watch that show? Why don't you just announce it now?
Well, there already was a show called
Where are you?
Sister.
No, it's Sisters.
But there was a show already called Sister. It's already been taken.
But I also like how Tammy is like all of a sudden our agent.
I am.
Well, she's,
Why not? You could do worse, by the way.
Yeah, well, listen, I would hire you.
Well, okay, so let's get back to it. So Global Health Corps, which I'm such a fan of what you've done. I'm going to talk to you individually. You could have done anything, and what you did was really change the world for those who work in the global space. That's a really, really big thing to do, and it's a very hard thing to do. Now, where does things stand now?
Well, thanks, Tammy. Mark referenced this before, and by the way, I started working in global health because of PEPFAR and because of the work that Mark had done. It really opened my eye, and other folks that I just spoke to here, it opened my eyes to the fact that we already have the tools we need to solve most global health issues, and yet if you're poor, you often don't have access to them. So Global Health Corps is based on the Teach for America model, but applied to global health. We competitively recruit young leaders from around the world, and they go through our program solving the most pressing global health issues in the United States and in other countries. And throughout the year, they go through our training focused on policy change and advocacy so that they have the frameworks they need to affect change in their lives. And we've worked with about 1,000 young people, and 98% continue to work in global health every day. And we think in 10 years, our alums will be the Minister of Health in their country, or they'll be running the Gates Foundation. They'll be in positions of influence where they can continue to affect change in global health.
And what do you tell these young people? You can do anything. I mean, it's such a hard time in the world. There's limited resources. People are questioning different kinds of things. How do you lift them up, as you've lifted all of us up with this book?
Well, we bring our fellows together throughout the year, and they lift each other up. And it's hard working in global health. you can wake up and see the negative or you can see the positive. So we actually select for optimists. I mean, a lot of it is finding what we call rational dreamers who dream the world can be different, but rationally work to do that every day. And because we bring them together, instead of them seeing something as, I've had a bad day, they think there's 150 of us in my cohort and we're working on these issues together and everyone has my back. And that's so meaningful in order to pick yourself up every single day and do work that is complicated but worth it.
And I think it's complicated and worth it at NBC too, right? I worked there twice. It's a lot of fun and good work, right? You're teaching people, you're telling them stories. What's your favorite story so far that you've done? Unexpected.
I'm like, it was hilarious because yesterday when we aired a piece on the Today Show about the book and Barbara's work and my work, it was like all 5 of us were sitting around the table. And it was Barbara like solving the world, and they're like, I work with inequities in this, and it's like really important work. And then it like flashed to me, and I'm like, today I'm going behind the scenes in NASA. And it was just all of us burst into laughter because it was like, wow, it's really mind-boggling work I'm doing here. It's really fun, and I do get to tell great stories of extraordinary people. And my favorite, I was hired as an education correspondent 8 years ago. Tomorrow I'll be drinking wine with Kathy Lee Gifford and coffee before 11. So not sure how I got here, but no, I mean, I work with really exceptional people who I adore, and that feels like a great gift. And one of the reasons why we wrote this book, and I write in it that I had like run literally from some of the people that I work with, like sprinted away from them because I was nervous and to be with the media types.
When our dad was president.
When our dad was president, which is hilarious because look at us now. And now Savannah Guthrie is my next door neighbor. She's my very best friend. And I think, well, not my very best friend. But a dear,
give her a kiss now.
A dear friend. And I think, give her a kiss now. I think that shows you the unexpected beauty of life. That if you kind of keep your eyes open, that you can find these incredible things. And my favorite story was with Maya Angelou, right about a year before she passed away. I was pregnant with my daughter Mila, and those that have ever watched me on TV know that I cry freely. And she was talking about a memoir that she wrote about her mother and about being a mother. And so I was in a lot of tears because I was thinking about my unborn daughter, although I didn't know she was a girl then, and thinking about this exceptional woman and how I could possibly raise a human like that. And so far, she isn't writing poetry, but she's exceptional.
Okay, one more question, because I know everyone wants to talk to you. We all really enjoyed the work that your father and grandfather and all the presidents have done on behalf of Puerto Rico and all the states and places that have been damaged with these various hurricanes. But what did you had to have asked your dad, what was he telling President Obama? They were giggling like you two giggle, and you have to tell us. What was he saying? Do you know? Did you ask him?
I do know.
The sad fact is...
Okay, where's the Washington Post? Fred Ryan,
No,
where's the report? We're revealing this.
We know, but we can't tell you.
Oh, what do you mean? Come on.
Tammy will tell you later.
Okay, great.
And the sisters, and the sideways sisters.
The Sideways Sisters. Thank you so much. We're so glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you.